On 7's Gold Coast News, game on, a battle at our border as State of Origin divides the city.
Risky and reckless, the Palm Beach daredevil slammed over this dangerous stunt.
An 86-year-old rescued by neighbours after spending 10 hours lost in the bush.
A huge high-rise at Southport given the green light, but will development dramas delay the project?
And motors, music and all things Elvis, a classic festival rocks Coolangatta.
Live from the Gold Coast, 7 News with Amanda Abate and Steve Titmus.
Good evening, everyone. Well, it's one of the biggest nights of the year for footy fans, and Origin Game 1 is now only hours away.
Nowhere is the rivalry more fierce than on our state's border, which is where we find Mel Whiteman tonight. Mel, the battle has been brewing there all day.
It has. Good evening, Amanda. I'm still in Queensland territory right now, but only just a step to my right, and now I'm with the enemy in blue. Plenty of locals were showing their true colour today. The excitement for Game 1 starting bright and early. They say red in the morning is a warning. Perhaps this is for the Blues. A maroon sunrise kicking off Origin Day. Gold Coasters confident.
20-0.
Queenslander! A battle brewing early on the border. Blues braving the Coolangatta Hotel.
They will just wander over when they want to stir some problems in this beautiful pub.
Greeted with this.
Go the Maroons!
Loyalties were clear at Carrara's Cow Corner 2.
So we've had a few people from New South Wales come over and actually take some videos this morning. Oh, they're actually quite impressed with it, and I wonder why no one in New South Wales does it.
Reece Walsh's family today checking out what else New South Wales lacks, flying to Sydney to support the Gold Coast grown star.
It means the world to us Walshers. Just seeing him run out there doing what he loves doing every day really means a lot.
Back at home in Tugun, tradies were cheering.
Up the Maroons!
At Burleigh Waters,
fresh batch of beautifully dyed sausages.
No doubt which colour people queued for.
Just to get the crowd, like the people involved with it, and it's a bit of friendly banter so close to the border.
In preparation for tonight's victory, sweet treats are being snapped up too. Queensland's win so close you can almost taste it.
Like a rapid fire, honestly. It's crazy the amount of customers that have been coming in to get them.
Last minute merch also in demand.
It's like the winning jersey.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, hopefully.
Or not. Mel Whiteman, 7 Gold Coast News.
And our southern colleagues have started a little rivalry, telling us last night what they didn't like about Queensland. If you didn't see that Origin sledge, here it is again.
Welcome to Blues Central, where we are cheering on the Blues and giving you our 50 reasons why we don't like Queensland. We're refusing to use the word hate in solidarity with new captain Jake Trbojevic, who can't bring himself to use the word, but there's no doubting Jake's burning desire to lead the Blues to victory.
You've no doubt seen that little crawl on the bottom of the screen, what Queensland doesn't like about New South Wales. Well, our interstate frenemies started this battle, rolling out a list of 50 things they don't like about us. Now, we could have taken the bait. We could have pointed out that we don't like how they're not even worthy opponents at Origin time, but really, all we need is that one response.
Ouch. Well, you can have your say too. Answer our online survey. Ahead of Game 1, tell us what you don't like about New South Wales. There are 10 options to rank in order. You can use the QR code on your screen or head to our Facebook page. Stay watching. At 6 o'clock, Sharon and Max will bring you the results.
An 86-year-old man is recovering after spending 10 hours lost in the bush at Maudsley. Let's go to Sam Payne. And Sam, he was found by members of the public.
Steve, 15 police crews and Pol Air were searching for Walter Beer, but it was 2 nearby residents that were able to locate him. The elderly man left for a bushwalk in the mountains behind his property on Colchester Court just after 9:30 yesterday morning. After several hours, he became lost in dense bushland. 2 men who had joined in the search found him at 7:30 p.m.
Saw the torches and I shouted to them and told them where I was and lost my walking stick. There's no ways I could negotiate that mountain on my own. I was very happy.
It took them 2 hours to help Walter out. He has scratches on his arms and head, but is otherwise healthy.
Okay, Sam Payne reporting. A Palm Beach daredevil has been slammed after jumping from a moving car off a bridge and posting his antics online. The thrill seeker claims he took a calculated risk, but others say he is absolutely crazy.
He calls himself Mad Johnny, but others think he's
absolutely crazy.
The Palm Beach daredevil posting this video to social media. He climbs onto the roof of a car before launching himself from the moving vehicle off the Currumbin Creek Bridge.
We saw another video from Germany where some guy jumped from a train.
Johnny says he's been cliff jumping for at least 10 months, this time claiming he took a calculated risk.
We did a couple preps before, and we also had a lot of people there checking the water, of course, checking the road and checking the boats. I really know this bridge. I jumped there like 1,000 times already.
He doesn't know what's underneath there.
Police say they're aware of the incident, warning he could be slapped with a year behind bars or a fine of more than $3,000. The driver could also be charged.
I do hope that there's the number plate recognition there, and I hope that they do throw the book at him.
But Mad Johnny says he won't be stopped, claiming another stunt is just around the corner. Paige Van Lunteren, 7 Gold Coast News.
A 25-year-old driver charged over a shocking head-on crash with a bus in Bigara Waters has faced court for the first time. Brandon Barakat was allegedly 3 times over the legal alcohol limit and speeding when he lost control of his Jeep and veered onto the oncoming bus just over 3 months ago. 11 passengers were on board.
Will you be fighting the charge? Have you spoken to any of the victims? There's nothing you want to say?
Barakat will remain on bail until he returns to court again next week.
Construction is set to begin on a Southport tower that promises to transform aged care living. But as construction costs continue to soar, the developer is calling for more support.
Standing high in Southport, 40 levels of luxury.
What we've created is something just amazing.
Including 323 apartments, dining and a shopping centre. Azura Projects is promising buyers Monarch Place will be premier, even including a vertical aged care village.
People that still, are healthy and want to have fun, but in the same time be in the mixture where you can actually socialise with other people.
140 apartments dedicated to over 65s and a medical centre. The development process is about to begin for $650 million.
I've never flicked a site. Everything that I've designed, I have built.
This is stage 2 of the multi-billion-dollar Imperial Square project, but during a construction crisis, costs are a problem.
There's ways that, you can't just negotiate out of that. You're stuck. Concrete, steel, it's doubled up in price.
The Azura Group calling for more help from the state government and council to speed up future development applications.
It's obviously a balancing act. Developers would love us to assess and approve things as quickly as possible, but our officers have a job to do to make sure that the assessment meets the requirements of City Plan.
The Monarch plans to open mid-2025.
The Gold Coast has had ups and downs like a yo-yo over the last 30 years. But let me tell you one thing, this is a golden era.
That will continue, whether it's expensive or not. Sam Payne, 7 Gold Coast News.
Classic cars have been polished and the rockabilly dresses dusted off. Cooley Rocks On is back for another year.
Yes, thousands are taking a trip back in time for the Vintage Festival at Coolangatta, rocking and rolling into a bygone era.
Spectacular sunshine coupled with twirls of excitement as Cooley Rocks On rolls on in.
It's stunning, yes, just absolutely beautiful.
And we've booked for next year.
The crowds are eager, so too are the vintage car enthusiasts. These ladies have stepped straight out of the 1950s.
It's a holy holiday for the pin-up calendar, and we make a tradition of coming every year.
As soon as Cooley ends the 1 year, we just start planning for the next year.
Even Johnny Elvis has flown in from New Zealand.
Love me tender, love me dear, take me to your heart.
With a few new moves ready to rock the South.
The premier event, especially for Southern Gold Coast, and to have the weather that we've got, for the next 3 or 4 days is just absolutely fantastic.
With over 160,000 rock and roll fans expected to soak in the vintage vibes of the 5-day festival.
The cars, the music, all the feature shows we've got going on, rockabilly music, lifestyle, you can even get a tattoo on site.
And watch an Elvis tribute competition.
And the music here is going to get more jivey, it's going to get more jazzy. You know, we all put our own spin on it, so it's going to be fun.
And the best part about this festival, you can get up close and personal with a Hot Rod 34 Coupe. Let's go.
A free festival that's set to swing you back to life. Danielle Bowen, 7 Gold Coast News.
Wow, looks like fun. Paul Burt joins us now. Bertie, will this dry weather hold out for the weekend?
Absolutely there, Amanda. It's going to be gorgeous and cold weather staying with us as well. Now, you might be thinking, we're at Isla Capri, by the way, everybody. Why is there a green bridge light behind me, not maroon? It's because it's World Environment Day. So if you're having a brew tonight, make sure you recycle, everybody. Hey, it was cold, and all the new southerners that have called the Gold Coast their home now, this is what we woke up to. Yes, we have winter up here in sunny Queensland. They were donning the jackets, the beanies, hitting the boardwalks for a nice early morning brew of coffee and enjoying what the lovely sunrise had to offer, and that was amazing colours. What a beautiful start. More to come tomorrow. Chart shows exactly what the weather's doing, everyone. Bit of a trough coming our way. It's going to split to the north, to the south, bring some shower activity early tomorrow for that. But for us, we'll see mostly sunshine, a little bit of patchy cloud, but it's looking absolutely gorgeous through to the end of the weekend at least. I'll be back in about 19 minutes with more of this fabulous weather for you.
Yeah, sounds great. Thanks for that, Bertie. Still to come tonight on 7's Gold Coast News. The prestigious Southport building on the verge of closing.
New plans for a community hub at Mudgeeraba. What do the locals think?
And the very close encounter between a surfer and an ocean giant. A truck driver who died in a rollover in the hinterland is being remembered as a devoted partner and loving father. James Kelly was killed yesterday morning when the truck he was in flipped along Tamborine Oxenford Road at Wongawallan. His wife shared a tribute on social media saying, "It breaks my absolute heart to make this post." A GoFundMe has now been set up to support the family.
A prestigious Gold Coast museum is in a fight for survival. The Sporting Hall of Fame at Southport will close unless council can help fund and find a new permanent home. The hall opened in 1999 and houses treasured sporting items and awards, but its director says they've outgrown the space and spend most of their funding on repairs.
It was known for warm welcomes, but after decades of drawing crowds, Mudgeeraba's Woodchoppers Inn has closed its doors. Now there's a plan to reinvigorate the site and build a hub for the growing community.
For decades, this is where milestones were marked and memories made in Mudgeeraba. Now the lights are off, doors locked, the Woodchoppers Inn closed for business.
Has reached end of life. It has been renovated multiple times. It isn't heritage listed in any form.
It could soon be demolished to make way for a new development, a hub for the community.
A mix of food and beverage outlets, shops and health services.
I think that's fantastic that there's that growth. I also think that it's sad that the woodchopper is looking at finding an end.
Samuel Downswell has lived in Mudgeeraba for more than 15 years.
I love the way it's just got the historical charms. It's like stepping out of the Gold Coast back in time.
Locals want to make sure that doesn't change.
I think it's a good idea as long as they keep it with the heritage listed, because this is what Mudgeeraba is.
Importantly, the designs of the new building are in line with what people expect from Mudgeeraba. Those tall ceilings and kind of big verandas and lovely heritage architecture.
Parking's a premium and it's very hard sometimes to get round and round looking for a park. That probably would be my concern.
Council now assessing the plan to make sure it's done right. Mel Whiteman, 7 Gold Coast News.
A surfer has had a very close encounter with a humpback whale off Miami. Drone vision captured the moment the giant mammal surfaced just metres in front of him early this morning, unbothered to share the water. After saying hello with a flick of its tail, the whale went back out to sea. Wow, very close indeed. Sport time now with Sal.
Sal, let's talk about the Origin. A tough task tonight for our only Titan.
Yeah, she's got a big weight to carry in the middle, Steve. Hello, everyone. Coming up, how can the powerhouse prop make an impact? We head into enemy territory to find out. Plus, what's the key for the Suns to finally put their travel worries to bed?
Queensland's DIY disaster epidemic. Home improvements leaving owners with a house of horrors. The top 5 reno projects that are turning into expensive mistakes.
We were lucky to go over 15 grand.
Plus, the simple drops helping to save eyesight. 7 News at 6.
The State of Origin series opener is almost upon us. Maroons legend Shane Webke is in Sydney, and Webby, the Titans' only representative, has a big job tonight.
Well, Sally, the big challenge for the Queensland forward pack tonight is to combat a New South Wales pack that not only is bigger, but has 4 big men on the bench. As a result, it becomes incredibly important for the likes of Mo Fadawika and his benchmates to maintain the momentum when they take the field. Now, given that rain is forecast, the flavour of the game is likely to change, descending into a forward battle more so than it would otherwise have been. Now, all of that adds up to an intriguing contest, which may well be decided by the team with the most dominant forward pack. I'm suggesting that that will be Queensland.
Oh, it's all very exciting. Meanwhile, a hostile game in enemy territory awaits the Maroons women. After a shock upset in their opener at Suncorp, the Queenslanders must win tomorrow in Newcastle to keep the series alive. Titans up-and-comer Sienna Lofapo makes her senior Origin debut at lock.
She played 19s last year. Pretty crazy to think that she's still in the 19s Queensland team. So I'm just so excited of how far she's come. She's a leader, and we're definitely going to see that tomorrow night.
It's the first time in history the women are playing in a 3-game series. Suns captain Touk Miller admits a fast start will be key in Saturday's showdown with St Kilda in Melbourne. The Saints sit 15th on the ladder, a perfect chance for the Coast to put their travel worries to bed.
I would have loved to have won as a team before this, but we only have to knock off one to get that hoodoo off the back. So I think for us, things don't change. It's just a matter of we really just have to start well.
A minor hamstring injury has sidelined fellow captain Jared Witts from the clash. And Southport Sharks senior coach Steve Daniel coaches his 100th VFL game on Saturday.
Yeah, hopefully they can win for him too.
Yes, thank you, Sal. Well, coming up in 7 News, DIY disasters, the top 5 home improvement projects that are turning into expensive mistakes.
And another cool night across the Gold Coast, everybody. I'll have all of your Thursday weather coming up just after the break.
Yeah, Max Futcher is here now. The top story is coming up shortly in the news at 6.
Steve, tonight the mighty Maroons ready to crush the Blues. Webby's word exclusive to 7. Plus, Queenslanders' list of the top 10 things they don't like about New South Wales. Also tonight, the manhunt for masked puppy thieves caught on camera. Tributes for Hey Hey at Saturday legend John Blackman. The petition to change parking laws, what residents want. And collector's gold, Bluey's dollar buck to become legal tender. All tonight's top stories ahead at 6 o'clock.
Okay, thanks, Max. Let's get back to Bertie now, who's missed the memo about the Maroon. Tonight, what's going on?
Well, I got to tell you, not me. Let's talk about the council. The Green Bridge, it's all about World Environment Day. What football, everybody? Because it is World Environment Day, but if you are doing it right tonight, drink responsibly, enjoy yourselves, and of course, make sure you recycle because it is World Environment Day. And I'm sure an ad will pop up at 8:45 p.m. Let's take a look at the beautiful start of the day today. Gorgeous conditions. Absolutely stunning. Yep, beautiful blue skies around, a little bit of patchy cloud. There's actually some pretty cool cloud formations at around 6:45 this morning if you saw it out on the horizon. Currently sitting steady at Coomera, 17 degrees at Costco today. G'day everybody up there. Lovely to see you. Thanks for coming up and say g'day. North-northwesterly winds at 7 k's, highs today of around 22 degrees, down to 5 degrees for Tamborine, 3 for Canungra, 7 at Robina. To the charts now, that high pressure system that has driven some pretty cool weather for us is just holding steady east of the Gold Coast. We do have a little bit of a change coming through at the moment. Trough, it's going to split to the north and south, bring a couple of showers their way, but for us, looking absolutely stunning. We should have that nice little break in the weather tomorrow. So light winds and partly cloudy conditions, looking great. Highs of around 22 degrees around the border, down to 13 overnight for Burleigh and Coolangatta. 12 to 22 around Rabin, 11-23 for Nerang, Yatala 9 to 23 as well. Surfers Paradise 12 to 22. And partly cloudy on the water. West-northwesterly winds 10 knots, seas less than a metre. Great boating day. We'll see you at the ramp, everybody, on the surfing scene. Lovely. The small soil magnets, TOS, always fires up during this time of the year, and also Tweedback beaches. Tomorrow I'd be hitting the open stretches early in that morning tide with offshore winds. Take the Mal, you'll need loads of volume. Looking ahead, clear skies Friday, Saturday 9 to 21. Sunday a little bit of cloud, but warming up to a balmy high of only 22, down to 10 overnight. Great night tonight, everyone. World Environment Day.
Thank you very much, Bertie, and thank you for your company this evening.
All that's left to say is, go the Maroons.
Absolutely.
The news at 6 is coming up in a sec. Good night.
Good night.